One of my favorite parts about having kids around all the time is how random they are. Like sometimes you're like, and sometimes you're just like, let me tell you about it. So yesterday we're like literally in the middle of an activity where the kids have to go from desk to desk and there's little cards on the desk that they have to answer questions for. And we're kind of practicing a skill a day until they do their end of year exam, like for their growth. And one of my boys who needs a little bit of help with reading is coming up like for some of the questions and stuff. But then he comes up like, I don't know, the 8th time and he goes, is eating too much cheese, is that healthy or is that not healthy? And instead of stopping him and being like, is that what you're supposed to be doing? I was like, man, I think it really depends on your digestive tract. And he was like, what do you mean? Well, if you're lactose intolerant and you can't have anything like milk or cheese or any kind of like dairy, yikes, you're probably gonna have a lot of diarrhea. That would suck. And he was like, ooh, thank God I'm not lactose what's it called? I was like, lactose intolerant. He was like, thank God I'm not lactose intolerant. I was like, yeah, me either, but I was growing up. I like grew out of it or something. And so then he was like, okay, so if you're not lactose intolerant, is it healthy? And I was like, I think cheese has like a lot of calcium. But the problem is like if you eat a lot of cheese, it doesn't have like a lot of fiber and it has fat in it. And that fat and lack of fiber can like block you up on your inside depending on the person. Meaning like it can stop you from pooping, I think. But like I'm not an eat too much cheese expert. I don't really know. I don't really eat cheese like that. He was like, dang, so like I could stop pooping? And I was like, yeah, I think so. I was like, could you imagine like not pooping for like 8-9 days? I said, there's people out there who don't poop for 8 or 9 days. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's called constipation. I'm not saying it's from cheese, but some people, their digestive system just can't go fast enough. He was like, dang, I'm so glad I don't have that. I said, me either. But I'm not going to eat 500 cubes of cheese to find out either. He's like, me either. All right, thanks, Mr. Frog. Talk to you later. Bye, I guess. Like, thanks for finishing your work. Like, where did that come from? I should have asked that, but I know better not to ask that sometimes. But you know, my favorite part is kids are just more innocent in that way. Not always, but in this conversation it was. Clearly something made them think of it. And some people like, oh my God, you talked about a student about diarrhea? When you got nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought about that commercial. But like for real, it's innocent. It's about his body. Maybe he ate too much cheese that day. Maybe he was thinking about eating too much cheese that day. I don't know, but I do know one thing. He learned something that day. Ha! Go me! Have a good day. Bye.